This is really, really special, this recipe. I've been drinking it since I was like 5 years old. Yes, it has rum in it. Hello everyone, my name is Toni. I love making delicious comfort food inspired by my Afro-Latina background. Today, Tasty challenged me to make a dish using ingredients starting with the same letter. So, let's see what letter I pick. Whoa, letter C! Alright, let's do it. I got the letter C. Chuck roast, carnitas.
Just so you know, you only have 15 minutes.
15 minutes?
15 minutes to shop.
Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and pivot to dessert because dessert is easy and it's fast and it's limited ingredients, and I am gonna choose an empanada. It's what I know, it's what I love. I can fill it with anything. Let's go. Alright, so the base of an empanada is gonna be the filling. So I need something sweet. I need a fruit to put inside. Cranberries, coconut, cantaloupe. Oh, cosmic crisp apples. Perfect. This is amazing. These are going to be super sweet and they're going to add a nice bite and crunch to that banana. So I have the base for my filling. We're going to use apples. It's fall, so of course I'm going to use cinnamon. This is too easy. You should have gave me a harder challenge. Alright, so I need something to kind of bind the empanada together. Sweet condensed milk. I don't know what I'm making, but we're going to take it. The ingredient to any dessert is going to be ice cream. So I'm thinking... we got chocolate chip, we got caramel, coffee. That's gonna be perfect for my empanada dessert. I just know it. So the whole reason I chose empanadas is because I knew I could use cornmeal as the base. So we're gonna grab that because that's gonna be my dough. Cornmeal? There's no cornmeal? Okay, I see what you guys did here. Can I use corn flakes? Cake flour. I still want something. Corn syrup. Perfect. Coconut cream.
Hey, your 15 minutes is up.
I think I got everything I needed, so I'll meet you back at the kitchen. All right, everyone, so I am back at the kitchen and I am ready to get started. I got all of my ingredients with the letter C and I narrowed it down to some that I really think I can make something special with. So I got some coconut milk, my cake flour, which is gonna be the base of my empanada. I had to get my coffee ice cream, of course. Tasty was nice enough to give me some pantry staples. We have some water, some butter, and some sugar. Let's get started. It's time to make the empanada dough. We're gonna pour our cake flour into our food processor. Next, I'm gonna add my salt, of course. And then I am going to add my butter, my pantry staple, and we're gonna pulse this until the butter is evenly distributed. I always struggle with this part. There we go. Now we're gonna pulse. So we're going for that coarse sand consistency. So next you're gonna add some water to your flour butter mixture and you're gonna pulse while you're doing this, so you wanna add your water in gradually. So my dough is coming together. I'm gonna check the consistency just to make sure it's right, and then we're gonna dump it on the table and eat it. This makes me happy. Perfect empanada dough from scratch. So now it's time to knead our dough. So we're gonna dump it all out. I am happy that I chose empanadas because I grew up eating them. So we're gonna get our empanada dough together. I'm actually surprised at how well this cake flour is going because I've actually never used it before, but I wanted to do a traditional Colombian empanada using the cornmeal, but it wasn't available. So I'm pivoting to what I know best. This is gonna be a more Puerto Rican or Dominican style empanada. We use flour, and the cake flour is actually doing really well. So now we're gonna take our empanada dough and we're gonna wrap it in saran wrap, and then we're just gonna let it sit for 20 minutes. So after my dough has rested, it is time to cut the dough into eighths. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my dough, cut it down the middle, working on my muscles. You want them to be like little pizza pies, so we're cutting them into eighths, guys. So next, I'm gonna take one of my little pizza pie eighths, and you're gonna roll it into a little circle. We wanna make sure our empanada dough stays nice and moist, so we're gonna move it and we're gonna put it under a towel. You wanna make sure you're getting these nice round balls that are even. Keep the consistency together, because we want it to taste good, but we want it to look good too. I like to roll mine by hand, but you can also use a table, you can use whatever you like, as long as you have these nice little balls. So I rolled all of my balls, and now it's time to make our dish. I'm going to take a little plastic bag. I'm using a tortilla press, but honestly you can use whatever you have at home. You can use a rolling pin, you can use a bottle of tequila, whatever you have. You just want to make these into nice circles. So you want to make sure you're going to press nice and firm, or however you're rolling them out, because you want them to be nice and flat, and you want a sphere that looks like this. Perfect. Put that to the side, and then I'm gonna get another one going. And while you're here, you can listen to your favorite music. This is like the most relaxing part of the process. In my opinion, it's a nice little workout. Okay guys, so I decided on the base for my empanada. I don't wanna just throw the apples in there, so I'm gonna make a caramel from scratch. I'm super excited about it. So I'm gonna put all of my ingredients into my pot. I decided to use corn syrup because of the C, and the corn syrup is gonna help me stabilize my caramel. So you're gonna dump my sugar in there, and then I'm going to add my water, a nice pantry ingredient. Thank you, Tasty. So when you're making caramel at home, it's important that you put all of your ingredients in, and you're gonna cover it. You're not gonna toss it up, you're not gonna stir it, because you don't want your sugar to crystallize. You're gonna let it cook, and you're gonna take it slow and low. So now that we have this beautiful amber color, I'm gonna go ahead and add my butter in. And then I'm going to whisk my butter in. And now I'm gonna go ahead and add in my cream. And you wanna whisk really fast. Ooh, it smells delicious. So next, you're gonna go ahead and remove it from the heat. And I'm gonna continue to whisk because it is hot until the caramel is a nice, smooth texture. Okay, so now it's time to make our apple filling. I'm melting my butter, and I'm gonna take my Cosmic Crisp apples that I sliced and diced and just toss them in. I'm gonna coat them in that butter. I'm gonna give them a nice toss. These apples are actually really tasty. They're gonna give the empanada a nice crisp. Now I'm just gonna add in a touch of water. The water is gonna help soften the apples, so you're gonna get that crunch and that bite in the empanada, but it's still gonna be nice and smooth. So we're gonna let our Cosmic Crisp apples cook for about 8 to 10 minutes on medium-low heat, so I'll be back when they're ready for the next step. Now my apples are nice and caramelized. They have a nice golden brown color. They're soft, but not too soft. So we're gonna take them and transfer them to a small bowl so that they can cool down and be a nice filling for my empanada. So my Cosmic Crisp apples are cooling. It's time for the next step. We went ahead and we chilled the apples and the caramel because if they're too warm, they'll break the empanada dough. So now that those are chilled, we're gonna take our empanada rounds and our disc, and we're gonna take a scoop of each, and we're gonna scoop it right in the center. Next, you're gonna get a nice scoop of your apples, and then you're gonna fold over your empanada, and there's gonna be a little bit of space between the filling and the edges, and you're gonna press down. So now that our empanada is nice and filled, I'm gonna go ahead and decorate the edges. So I'm gonna take my thumb, and I am going to make these little flowers, I call them, and after they're fried, this will look really beautiful. But if you can't do this, you can use a fork at home and press down too. And at the end, you have something that looks beautiful, just like this. So it's time to fry our empanada dough. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them and drop them in hot oil one by one. I've never had a sweet empanada that I've made at home, so I'm really excited to see how these come out. So I'm gonna fry the empanada dough until they're nice and crispy. You want a nice golden brown color. So I'm gonna watch them closely because they only take about 2 to 3 minutes to cook. And then after that, I have a special surprise. So now our empanadas are ready. They are perfectly crispy and nice and golden brown. So I'm gonna take them out and I'm gonna let them rest on the side. Oh my goodness, I don't know if I can wait. These look so delicious. These empanadas are gorgeous. They have this beautiful golden brown color. They're gonna be so sweet and savory. Ugh. I took one of my C ingredients, cinnamon, and I mixed it with some of the sugar that I had in the pantry, and I made cinnamon sugar. So while your empanadas are hot, you're gonna dust them with that delicious cinnamon sugar. My empanadas need something to really tie it together, so I decided that I'm going to make a Coquito Glaze. A Coquito is a traditional Puerto Rican holiday drink. It's similar to an eggnog minus the eggs, and I have all of my ingredients to bring it all together. So I'm going to start with my C ingredient, my confection sugar, and then I'm going to add in my coconut cream. And these are actually all ingredients of the traditional holiday drink, so this is why I'm so happy. And then we're going to put in our condensed milk. Next, we're just going to add in a little bit of cinnamon, and we're just going to whisk that together until it forms a nice glaze. If it's too thick, like it is here, I'm gonna add in a touch of water to kind of loosen it up. This is really, really special, this recipe, using an empanada, but also being able to use Coquito, which is a holiday drink. I've been drinking it since I was like 5 years old. Yes, it has room in it. So I'm done whisking my Coquito Glaze. You want it to be a nice thick texture. It's going to be a nice finishing touch. Look at that. Perfect. This really reminds me of my childhood. It's perfect. You get like all the flavors minus the rum. Maybe I'll add some in later. So I'm really excited to eat one of these. They smell amazing. It's gonna be mouth-watering. So I'm gonna top them off with my Coquito Glaze. These are so gorgeous. And I like to go back a second time. The more Coquito Glaze, the better. My empanadas are all glazed up. It's time to plate. These look absolutely delicious. I can't wait to see if they actually taste as good as they look. But I'm sure they do because I made them, of course. I'm ready to try it, but first my final C ingredient is gonna be this delicious coffee ice cream, and I am going to place it right on the side of my Coquito. And for my favorite part of the whole day, I get to try my delicious dessert. Let's see how these Coquito Glaze cinnamon empanadas are, and let's go for it. And now I'm gonna take a bite of my coffee ice cream to just bring it all together. That's actually delicious. I taste the cinnamon. I taste the crisp apples. The Cosmic Crisp Apple, CC. I have some of that Coquito Glaze. I have the coffee ice cream. Thank you so much for joining me on this super fun adventure. Using the letter C was a challenge, but I think I pulled it off. You guys tell me what you think in the comments. What challenge would you like to see me do next? Let me know. Thanks for stopping by.